I was just walking by when it crawled out of his hair. Just crawled out of his hair. Little Chuck grinned broadly. There ain't no need to fear a cootie, ma'am. Ain't you ever seen one? Now don't you be afraid. You just go back to your desk and teach us some more.
It's not a lice.
Little Chuck Little was another member of the population who didn't know where his next meal was coming from. But he was a born gentleman. He put his hand under her elbow and led Miss Caroline to the farther right. Now don't you fret, ma'am, he said. There ain't no need to fear Cootie.
That goes way far back.
That's more Atticus the moment we saw him round the post office corner in the distance.
Story's over. Everybody keep your eyes out for
The day
animals.
had been a grim one.
For what?
For
She let me
animals.
watch her fix supper. Shut your eyes and open your mouth and I'll give you a surprise,
Oh.
she said.
I remember that
It was not often that she made crackling bread. She said she never had time, but with both of us at school, today had been an easy one for her. She knew I loved crackling bread. I missed you today, she said. The house got so lonesome long about 2 o'clock, I had to turn on the radio. Why? Jim and me ain't ever in the house unless it's raining. I know, she said, but one of you's always in calling distance. I wonder how much of the day I spend just calling after you. Well, she said, getting up from the kitchen chair, it's enough time to make a pan of crackling bread, I reckon. You run along now and let me get supper on the table. Calpurnia bent down and kissed me. I ran along, wondering what had come over her. She had wanted to make up with me, that was it. She had always been too hard on me. She had at last seen the error of her fractious ways. She was sorry and too stubborn to say so. I was weary from the day's crimes.
Thank you.
After supper, Atticus sat down with a paper and called, "Scout, ready to read?" The Lord sent me more than I could bear, and I went to the front porch. Atticus followed me. "Something wrong, Scout?" I told Atticus I didn't feel very well and didn't think I'd go to school anymore if it was all right with him. Atticus sat down in the swing and crossed his legs. His fingers wandered to his watch pocket. He said that was the only way he could think. He waited in amiable silence, and I sought to reinforce my position. "You never went to school and you do all right, so I'll just stay home too. You can teach me like Granddaddy taught you and Uncle Jack." "No, I can't," said Atticus. "I have to make a living. Besides, they'd put me in jail if I kept you at home. Dose of magnesia for you tonight and school tomorrow." "I'm feeling all right." "Really?" "Thought so. Now what's the matter?" Bit by bit, I told him the day's misfortunes. "And she said you taught me all wrong, so we can't ever read anymore, ever. Please don't send me back, please, sir." Atticus stood up and walked to the end of the porch. When he completed his examination of the wisteria vine, he strolled back to me. "First of all,
Fell asleep.
It's like 17 syllables.
Come on, you can just sound it out. Yeah. Armament. You know that word.
Armamentarium.
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 There you go.
Go ahead and use it in a sentence.
This forest is armamentarium.
I can read the sentence I found it in. I don't know exactly what an armamentarium is. It sounds kind of like an arsenal, like a group of tools. But what is clear is that thanks to the insights of many modern thinkers, major new intellectual findings do not come solely from the slow drip and grind of tiny new discoveries or from new theories simply being added to our present armamentarium of time-honored truisms.
So it basically just means like inventory, argument, whatever the other word is.
There's something out there.
Something out where?
Back there. 2 cars were stopped. Coyote Valley.
Is a coyote a coyote?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a singular. Wait, no, it's definitely not right. I think that's just what all country people call
Yeah, different people.
There's a regional difference.
I've called them coyotes before just because I like it.
them. It's fun to say.
Damn coyotes out there. Better watch your back.
Over there is dirt. Up there, there's a little, like 1 or 2 patches up there at your like 9 o'clock that look like it may be snow.
Just looks like dirty snow over there. We're not gonna see snow in Tombstone, right?
I don't know. I don't think so, but it would not be like, if we see it, I wouldn't be like, flabbergasted. I think it just depends on. Sometimes you get like areas where it packs in really deeply, and so it just takes forever for that to melt. So even though it's otherwise pretty warm and it's not quite as high of an altitude, it's just this giant iceberg almost that takes a long time.
Tomorrow.
Hopefully Sky Pond.
That sounds nice.
8 miles, right?
8 miles.
It's really cute.
It's really cute.
It's cute too. I mean, like.
It's the one that we like crawl up a waterfall.
It's like a Stardew.
I'm gonna set an alarm
It's
actually
it's
for.
literally- It looks like something out of Halo.
Okay. I'm looking forward to it.
I think that one has like. There's like parts of the hike through forest. There's parts of it through meadow. Parts along rivers. Some water, maybe even crossing a waterfall or near a waterfall.
Marijuana.
And then there's a lake, maybe 2 lakes that you hike up to at Alpine Lake. And Alpine Lake kind of is a lake up in the top of the mountain,
Do we have a
rather than
game plan
down
if
low.
we don't get it today at 7?
Yeah, we have backup hikes.
Is Emerald one of those backup hikes?
Probably not, because they require the same entry point. I want to say I'll have to talk to Megan and like honestly remind myself what our backup plans are. It may be that we just go super duper early, where we don't need a timed entry. She was able to like straighten that out in her head much better than I was, I think, because it's not as foreign of a concept to her. Like, this is her backyard.
Yeah.
She's probably catfishing you the way you catfish.
Could be.
She's probably at work asking. She's like, my sister thinks I do all this, and said she's the smart one. I'm gonna like really give it to her.
Do we have cords already in the packs, or do we need to take some of these car cords?
There's a gray cord in there that like will connect to anything we have.
Okay.
We need to take it.
Okay.
This is by far cooler than the Smoky Mountains at this point.
Really? There's a lot of snow on that one, baby.
Honestly, the Smoky Mountains are more just sad now.
Oh, they're just different, you know.
After the strike, genuinely, I had a moment on the bus where I turned to my left, and there was just a collapsed bridge, and I was like, oh.
Because of the hurricane?
Yeah, the hurricane
Well,
messed things up
yeah.
over there.
I mean, that'll take time to rebuild. But they're still majestic mountains. They're just not as majestic as these.
These mountains.
You know, there was a hike that Dad and I did last May when we were up here that I think visually ended up being kind of disappointing because it had a fire and so it just, you know, there wasn't a lot to look at. It also wasn't quite the height we thought it was going to be, so I think there was just a lot of feelings.
More of a disappointing walk.
It was one of those where we
very
thought it was
long-
going to be flat,
Yeah, we
And
thought we
not
were
so
going to
long.
see. We thought we were going to see animals.
and instead it was like straight up.
Part of it was
Yeah.
flat, and then it was like straight up. And
I'm
then there was a
hoping-
lake, and the lake was cool, but it was overshadowed by your diarrhea behind the rock. And
Dad, did you